Hello everyone and welcome to Billy's Home Life. I have been tagged by Beth from FrugalMommaNTheWoods to do a what I collect video. Be sure and check her out if you don't know who she is. She does a lot of cooking videos and hauls. So right now we are in my kitchen and I'm standing on top of a step ladder because on the top of my cupboards in my kitchen, I have my teapot collection. Try to go really slow here so you can see them. So I kind of have all my pink ones on one end, and then I go down through, and these are my blue ones. And I know Chip doesn't belong up here. He's just a coffee cup, but Beauty and the Beast was always one of my favorite Disney movies, and I used to have a coffee cup that had Belle and Beast on it, and it was on the edge of the counter one day and I bumped into it and it fell off the counter and I broke it. So I found Chip here several months ago at one of those Five Below stores, and I put him up here so that he's safe. If I'm up here dusting or something, then I would have the potential of dropping him, but I didn't want him to break like I broke Beast and Belle, so I stuck him up here thinking he was safer. So he's kind of misplaced up here, but that's the reason why he's up here with my teapots when he's not really a teapot. Hopefully you can see these. This is up really high. Like I said, this is the top of my cupboards in my kitchen. There is a space between the top of the cupboards and the ceiling. So this is where I chose to put all my teapots. And there is some in the back, but unfortunately, I'm pretty short and they're up pretty high. So this is probably the best that I'm going to be able to do for you. And I do have more over on this cabinet here, or on top of this cupboard here. Those are mostly my holiday ones. There is a Halloween one way in the back, but there's mostly Christmas ones over there. So that is my teapot collection. I am gonna pause you so that I can hop down from here without shaking you up and making you dizzy. Right now, we are in my dining room, and that is where my curio cabinet is. So on top of collecting teapots, I also collect turtles. So this is where I keep my turtle collection. There's one shelf here, and it's dark in here. I apologize. There's a lot of trees around my house. I do have the lights on, but it's still dark in here. And there's my next shelf. Those are actually some of my favorite ones there, the ones with the paisley. You can see I have a big one and a little one, so it's like I have the mama and the baby. And then this is another shelf. And I actually like these two here with the flowers on their back. They actually lift open. You could actually keep stuff inside of them. And there's even more down here. So that is my turtle collection. I do have more turtles, but they are outside, or they're not outside yet. I have a lot of lawn ornaments, and I live in the Northeast, so I take them down for the winter. So they're still stowed away in my barn. And while it's warm this week, it's in the 70s, I'm not convinced that the warm weather is going to stay. Last year, it was still snowing in May here. So 70s this week. Next week, it's going to be down in the 50s again. I'm not so sure that it won't snow again, because when I'm saying it's going to be in the 50s next week, that's going to be the high for the day. So the low probably will be down into the 30s. So I haven't cleaned up my mulch beds yet and gotten my lawn ornaments out. Otherwise, there would be more turtles to show you outside. Okay, I saved the biggest and the baddest for last. This is my book room. I collect books, obviously. I do have an entire video dedicated to this, so if you haven't seen that yet, check that out. This is really bad. I keep saying that I'm not going to bring any more books into the house until I get rid of like half of these, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I find a bookstore or I find a little free library or a yard sale that has books, and I think all the books have to come home with me. So this is actually really messy out here, but I'm keeping it real, and this is my book collection. I didn't want to come out here and take half of these down and make it look straight and neat out here. I'm really showing you my book collection. And keep in mind also that all of us have a stack of books on our nightstand. So we all tend to read in bed before we actually fall asleep. So there's 4 of us. We each have our own nightstand that has a stack of books on it. So what this is supposed to be, there's 4 shelves here. We're each supposed to have our own shelf. So this would be my husband's, but unfortunately my books have kind of taken over. And some of my books are on his side. But my husband isn't a big of a reader as, say, Noah and I are. So he actually doesn't need a whole shelf for his books. Right now he's on a kick where he's reading, but a lot of times he'll go months and months without picking up a book. Whereas Noah and I always have a book that we're currently reading. So then coming down here, this is supposed to be my bookshelf. And when I first got these shelves, my husband built them for me actually. I was really excited about how deep they were because you can fit 2 rows of books in here. So there's a stack behind all the ones that you can actually see. But that's actually problematic because you can't see what's back there. And I'm not liking how there's 2 rows of books standing up and now I have them laying down flat because they don't even fit. And now there's books on the top because they don't even fit in the bookshelves anymore. I, again, always say I'm not going to bring any more books into the house, and I just keep bringing more books into the house. I don't know if anyone has seen that meme. It has Dory from Finding Nemo, and if you're not familiar with her, she has short-term memory loss. So she says something and then 30 seconds later, she forgets what she said. So there is a meme floating around on social media and it's a picture of Dory and she's like, I'm not going to buy any more books. I'm not going to buy any more books. Oh, hey, look, a bookstore. That would be me. So this shelf here is supposed to be Noah's. Again, messy. Books flowing over to the top. And then this one would be Nathan's because this is the smaller, like children's little storybooks. And on this basket here, I usually keep this, it's usually cleaner out here, I swear. So normally what I would do in this basket is if there was a new season coming upon us or there was a holiday coming up, I would kind of go through our books and pull out the appropriate books for the upcoming holiday. Like say Christmas was coming, I would pull out all of my Santa Claus books and I would put them in this basket here so that it was easier to read to Noah or Nathan at night. But right now it's just kind of a mix up. I need to clean that out. So this is my gigantic book collection. That is everything that I collect. My teapots, my turtles, and my books. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.